Well, I suppose you want to know about our village. Our home was built many years ago by a gang of intrepid pioneers. Garrett has looked after the village's welfare ever since it was founded. Come again.
Even the strongest. Hi. Come back again soon.
The vegetables they grow?
Did it! Hello there! Thank you very much.
All the coal is gone.
Welcome, traveler.
I beg of you, stay strong.
Is this all right?
Well, it looks like he recognizes you as his master. As long as we keep providing him with feed, he should recover. I say we, but of course I mean you. He will not accept help from anyone else. He has to be your responsibility and yours alone.
If I do it, will he recover?
I would bet my reputation on it. This is the bird of legend. You're destined to ride him to the fountainhead of the chaos. But before you can do that, the bird needs to be fed.
So you said. Any hints? What kind of food should I give him?
I prescribe a balanced diet of Gizal greens, quality sheep's milk, and nutritional supplements. Ask the villagers if they have any greens or milk to spare.
Thanks to the doctor, the Chocobo is out of immediate danger. But he needs more treatment.
You should feed that white chocobo of yours with some Gazal greens. Normally we have a full crop, but with father away I have no fertilizer to grow more. That's the last one, but you can have it.
So now I have to play nurse to a giant bird. I'm telling you, it better be worth the trouble.
He'll be...
My friend, we meet again. They tell me that the white chocobo is out of danger.
Yes, he's safe for now. Thanks to you. You brought the doctor just in time.
Lucky for us both. I'm glad we could save that magnificent animal. Now here, I give you this gift.
And not only that, if the legends are true, he'll be able to guide you to the temple of the goddess and the source of the great chaos.
Hey, how's that bird doing? Of course, I speak of the white chocobo that you're caring for. Perhaps you would like to feed him some of this fortifying milk. The truth is, one of my regulars wanted it, but I just can't stand by seeing that poor creature suffer. You take it.
Somehow, that doesn't surprise me. So...
Oh, you should eat.
A bunch of fuss buckets, aren't they? The villagers, I mean.
Everyone's been very kind and helpful.
Well, you have to be out here in the wildlands. No one who tries going it alone survives very long. Just remember, if someone scratches your back, they'll expect some back scratching in return.
Drink this.
It's a unique specimen, without a doubt. But it needs to eat what other chocobos eat. Even a legend can't live on air and admiration.
Did you try offering him food again? Is he still refusing you?
Yes, we've tried. But he kicks up a fuss loud enough to scare the sheep in Arius. It's you or nobody.
I guess I'm stuck with him. Easy now.
Things have finally settled down. Have you had a chance to talk to everyone here at Canopus Farms? People here, they understand the importance of helping each other out. It's the only way to survive. As long as that chocobo keeps eating, he's bound to recover sooner or later. The problem is, he'll only accept food from your hand. He doesn't need any more surgery. And he won't accept food from me. So it looks like I've done all that I can for him. If you need any help or advice, talk to XIII. If you're looking for Gazal greens, they're grown right here in the village, over in that field, in fact.
But the farmer's gone missing.
That Cole. He's always wandering off to God knows where. Did you talk to Sarala? She'll be worried. He's had his share of hard times, so I don't judge him. But as long as he's not around, you're not going to be able to grow any Gazal greens.
If you want to know the truth, I only joined Dr. Gazal's team recently. I'm still very nervous. The Assistant 7 has been with the doctor for years. I hope they don't give me anything really important to do. I'd hate to screw it up. But Dr. Gazal said I've made it this far, so he might as well stick with me, for better or worse. That was very encouraging, as you might imagine. So if there's anything you need, just ask. I'm sure I'll be able to help. I think. How does it look? Can you help the Chocobo?
Well, the doctor says he's out of immediate danger, for now. But he needs quality fodder to get his strength back.
Why, that is good news. I suppose that means you'll be wanting lots of Gazal greens then, won't you? I could give you lots normally, but we've just shipped off our latest harvest to the city, and we don't have any left.
So it's no use waiting for the next crop, right?
Actually, Gazal greens ripen ever so fast. They spring out of the ground right before your eyes, if you have fertilizer, that is. Father went off to the woods to collect fertilizer, but he still hasn't returned. He's been gone for days.
But the woods aren't that far. Could something have happened?
He does it all the time. He wanders off without a word and leaves me alone. That's why I'm not so worried. I know he'll be back, eventually.
The least he could do is tell you where he goes. It's not right. Forcing you to put on a brave front and pretend you're not worried.
Oh, you could tell? Darn it. I try so hard to pretend it's perfectly normal that he just disappears. But the truth is, I'm scared to death about him.
And you have no idea where he goes? What's his name?
His name's Cole. He said he went to the woods to look for fertilizer. The Yogwoods, I mean. If you happen to see Father, would you tell him something?
If I find a farmer called Cole, I'll send him on home.
Father headed towards Yog, where the hunting woods lie. When you find him, tell him to bring some fertilizer home.
Hello. Have you taken the time to speak to the villagers?
The villagers? Oh, right. They've been waiting for the Chocobo to answer their prayers. And now he's here to do that, with the Savior's help.
Answer their prayers? Where'd you hear that? Don't tell me. You've been talking to Garrett, haven't you? It's true, he's a founder of the village, but a more indiscreet man I've never known. The fact is, we've all got our own scars. A man who wanders the world searching for a wife who everyone knows is dead. A man who still yearns for his life in the city. Folk who suffer anguish they cannot name. Garrett's taken it on himself to look after everyone and try to solve all their problems. But if you ask me, the burden he bears is too much for one man.
He seemed cheerful enough. Was that an act?
He's the last survivor of the intrepid band that founded this village. To him, we're all part of his family, and he's devoted his life to trying to keep Canopus Farms together. It's not an easy road he's chosen, and there've been plenty of sad times. But why am I burdening you with our tales of woe? I don't want you thinking you're responsible for having to save Garrett and the rest. You've done plenty for us just by finding the white Chocobo. People here are more hopeful than I've seen in many a year. I reckon you've saved a soul or two. But even if nothing has really changed, you mustn't think our woes are your responsibility.
Excuse me, you look like you can handle a weapon. Do you want to do me a favor?
Well, that would depend.
It's no big deal, it's just... I need proof that I slayed some monster. Tall order for me, easy enough for you. I'd make it worth your while, of course. So, what do you say?
What do I get?
Chocobo feed. Special stuff. The best around. Delivered fresh from Aria's farms. Sounds good, right?
You're in luck. Chocobo feed is exactly what I need.
Hey, that's the spirit. Thanks! That's everything I asked for. Now I can hold my head up proud when I return to Yog's village.
Are you gonna tell me what you need it for?
For my hunter's trial. See, I just joined the band, but I'm not officially one of the hunters. But I want to be. And fast. I've got to prove my worth by bringing back a piece of a monster. Proof of my prowess, they call it.
So, let me get this straight. You're gonna take what I collected as the proof? You just used me to cheat on the trial.
Cheating? Who said it was cheating? The rules say I can get the monster stuff by any means. That includes dealing. And there's nothing that says I can't enlist other people to help. Their trial is about who has the ability to survive, and wits are just as important as brawn. The only rule in the Wildlands is there are no rules.
Maybe that's enough to convince you, but if you're not cut out to be a hunter, you're just setting yourself up for trouble later.
I'm used to it. You know how many times I failed this test? 101. That's how many.
101?
I saw that look. You think I'm a loser, don't you?
No. I'm impressed, really. You did something few people can. To fail at something as often as you did, and still get back on your feet to try again, it's a rare quality. You have real perseverance, more than I have. Forget what I said earlier. I was wrong. You are strong enough. You've got the makings of a great hunter.
Now you're making me blush. I still can't shoot an arrow further than I can spit.
Maybe not, but you're going to be a hunter anyway. And yes, maybe it will take you 101 tries, but eventually you'll succeed and bring a monster down.
Yogg Woods. The thick, tangled foliage draws monsters who seek cover in the dark shadows. There's a village in the center of the woods, home to a band of hunters. For them, this is prime hunting ground. It's all too easy to become lost in here. Strange finds grow rapidly, covering the paths and blocking the way.
Get all your... Hey there! Safe travels!
The night is full of